What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at this ALPINA B8, courtesy of ALPINA, of course, but mostly courtesy of Düsseldorf BMW in the Netherlands, who are importer for ALPINA in the Netherlands, and they have provided us with this ALPINA B8 today. So if you're interested in buying a used or a new ALPINA, make sure to go and check out Düsseldorf, because they have what you need when it comes to ALPINA. Now today I'm going to show you around it. We're going to take a look at the unbelievably delicious spec this car has, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. It is 9:30 in the evening, so should be nice and quiet over there. And this car has quite a high top speed of 324 kilometers an hour, so should be fun. Now let's start with, what is this? The ALPINA B8 is based on the BMW M850i Gran Coupe. Of course, it is a GT basically, and you could see this as an alternative to a BMW M8 Gran Coupe. This is the 8 Series Gran Coupe for people who want a really fast 8 Series, but are never going to go anywhere near a track and don't want a setup that is good on a track. And they just want something that excels at the Autobahn. This is a Grand Tourer, but it is grander than the regular one. That's basically it. The spec is amazing, as I said. Well, I think this is amazing. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you do with this car if you would be able to spec one. This is ALPINA Green. It is one of two classic ALPINA colors, ALPINA Green and ALPINA Blue. And other than that, you can go for regular BMW colors, of course, and all the BMW individual colors. And that's basically the story with everything. If you buy an ALPINA, you can even use the configurator on their website. You start with a base price. In Germany, that's 136,000 euros. And that means that you get an 8 Series that has been trimmed very well already. So it has already been spec'd. You already get some very nice BMW options. And of course you get some very nice ALPINA options, and of course you get some nice ALPINA additions as standard, like the wheels and the front bumper and the crystal iDrive knob, stuff like that. You also get the extended leather pack, so merino leather, and then you can opt to go even further from there. And that is basically how it works right now at ALPINA. The cars are built at BMW on the production line, and then ALPINA takes over if you want your interior or anything specialized. They do that in-house still. So that's basically how it works. At the front we've got this nice chromish grille with below that an ALPINA front bumper with ALPINA down there as well. Looks amazing. I really love the front end of these. I think they look so cool. It's the right amount of aggression and still relatively under the radar. I mean, people who love cars know what it is, and they will immediately see that it is something special. But if you don't know, you might miss it, and I really love that. So we've got the pinstripe as well, as you can see, all around the car, which is very nice. And then the wheels. We've got the Himalaya gray wheels today. You can go for just a regular silver wheel, a black wheel, or this Himalaya gray. The B8 gets this 21-inch version as standard, as opposed to the 20-inch we had on the 5 Series recently, the B5, which I have to say, you do notice that. I don't know if it's a combination between the suspension and the wheel. Maybe the suspension is a bit more sporty for the 8 Series as well, but you can definitely feel that this is a 21-inch wheel. It looks very cool, but I think I prefer the B5 setup, which was even more comfortable. We also have Pirelli P0 tires, specifically made for ALPINA, so it has an ALP code somewhere on the tire, right there. Don't know if you can see that. And behind that, this car has been kitted with the upgraded brakes. So these are perforated discs with more heat resistant brake pads in the blue calipers there. We had the standard brakes on the B5, which were already amazing. So yeah, this high performance braking system is incredible. So we've got regular mirrors on the B8, as you can see, not those fancy M mirrors. And then at the rear, we've got this super nice deck lid spoiler, little bit of a ducktail look there. Of course, the 8 Series already has like a little bit of a ducktail built into the deck lid, and this just emphasizes that. Very nice ALPINA B8. And then a nice diffuser with a bumper that includes the tailpipes. And the car has an ALPINA exhaust as well, but it still has 4 catalytic converters and 2 particulate filters. So the sound, it's not that loud. It's also not as loud as the B5. I think the B5 had a bit of a more of a naughty sound. Let's call it naughty. This is a bit more quiet. So maybe that has been done because this is more of a grand tourer and they want to emphasize the comfort. So engine wise, this is the 4.4 liter V8 biturbo engine you would find in a BMW M850i Grand Coupe, but the turbos have been upgraded. It's got forged pistons and the cooling has been improved by 50% as well, giving a total of 621 horsepower and 800 Newton meters. Available 800 Newton meters from 2000 RPM. So that is pretty impressive as well. And suspension wise, of course, ALPINA also does the suspension. It has Eibach springs and adjustable dampers. And you could say that the broadness of the suspension has increased. So they try to make it nice and sporty in Sport Plus, the handling of the car. And then in Comfort Plus, which is a setting they add, they try to make it as comfortable as possible, like 7 Series level. Of course, you don't have air suspension, you have regular springs and dampers. You also have 4-wheel steering. I can actually hear Martijn with his M3 in the distance. Rear wheel steering also on the B8, and the ride height is a little bit higher as well on the B8 compared to an M850i. You can actually see that it sits quite high. Yeah, this car is all about comfort. Do you guys want to see the rear seat? I guess so. So we've got B8. That is a very nice touch. And then seat wise, I mean, this is my position, so that's actually not bad. USB-C ports here. Space wise, yeah, it's not super spacious. I mean, 3 persons would be practically impossible, but it is doable. 4 adults is pretty doable. And then the main event, ALPINA here as well on the kick plates. And we've got ALPINA floor mats. And as I said, it has the merino leather in cognac, which is a very, very nice spec combined with that ALPINA green on the outside and the anthracite walnut trim on the inside. In addition, you also get the ALPINA logo there in the crystal, which has been lasered in there, I think. And a nice little plaque with BMW ALPINA B8 number 4. This is of the B8s. This car also has the Lavalina leather steering wheel with blue and green stitching. And then we've got the aluminium pedals behind that, which are optional. Normally you have those weird buttons on the rear, but these pedals are much better. So start it up. And as I've told you before, on the inside you can go absolutely nuts as well. You can spec the interior any way you want, basically, with that Lavalina leather as well if you want, and you can go like completely blue and white or whatever you want. They can make it. They only build around 2,000 cars each year, which does mean that it is much more exclusive, of course, than a BMW M8 Grand Coupe, for instance. BMW M builds around 140,000 cars a year, I think. Sport Plus. Now we've got the 8-speed ZF gearbox with ALPINA configuration, so the shifts in Sport Plus and manual especially are a bit firmer than they are regularly, and if you leave the gearbox in sport mode, they have their own shift points for that setting as well, and probably for comfort, which is pretty nice. But I have to say, I really appreciate the fact that these ALPINAs, they feel like their own thing. They really feel like they have their own place. Oh, that is nice. They have their own place in the lineup, and I really like that place. I really like the approach of having a lot of power but still being so comfortable. I mean, a BMW M8 Grand Coupe is amazing, but does it make sense to have like a 2,000 plus kilo car being set up for the track? I don't think so. I think this makes more sense to more people. That's basically it, but not many people know about it, so. Now the seats, I have to say, these are pretty nice, quite sportive, pretty comfortable, but they're not as nice as the comfort seats you get in the B5, which is a big difference. Those seats are probably the best out there, comfort wise. I mean, you could sit in those for, I don't know, 12 hours and still come out fresh on the other side. Not so much with these ones. I struggle to find the perfect position. So the B5 seats are a bit better. B7 of course has those seats as well, the comfort seats, the 7 Series by ALPINA, but I haven't driven that one. So if you have an ALPINA B7, the latest one, send us a message on Instagram or something, or an email, and I would love to drive that, because that might actually be the ultimate combo. Now our regular road is still closed, so that's why I'm going this way. Not that interesting of a driving road, of course, but anyway, you're here for the Autobahn part probably, so that's what we're going to do right now. Top speed, as I said, 324 kilometers an hour, 0 to 100, 3.4 seconds. Do you guys want to see that as well? I guess so. Whew, that is quick. Alright, here we go, full throttle. Very quick shifts. And of course, this is what this car has been built for. Autobahn blasting. It is a cruise missile with merino leather and soft suspension. It is truly amazing. The way it gets up to speed and just the comfort, the ease, the power reserve on this car is so amazing. Hit the throttle at 200 kilometers an hour and you just, you're just off. Now we even had to increase the tire pressures to do the high-speed running. That worked out well with that car overtaking, but we've got 2 cars here as well. They are holding hands, don't know why. Not going to overtake those. What are you doing? Keep your distance or overtake each other? I don't know. But yeah, the ease, the calm, the high speeds. It is a combination that is truly ALPINA. It just, this is what they are all about, you know, covering a lot of ground, being very comfortable doing it, looking very stylish, I might add. I mean, you could try and do something about that sound, because I have to say I was a bit disappointed with that, but I mean, it also kind of fits the car, right? It's very sophisticated, under the radar. Just going to the right lane here, you never know. There's always someone faster at the Autobahn. Usually it's me, but might not be the case today. That's 329, corner coming up here. Oh, but the stability of this car, it is just ridiculous. So GoPro decided it was too hot again. It is 20 degrees outside. Didn't think we needed the AC because it's quite loud, but anyway, we did the 329 run, and this car is incredible. Absolutely love it, and I love coming to the Autobahn at night. I mean, there's no one around, and just the calm atmosphere that is here is emphasized by this amazing car. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out Düsseldorf BMW if you are interested in any ALPINA. I mean, ALPINA is on a roll lately, so go check them out, and you can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.